we're giving away some awesome PacSafe gear, so check that out at the link below.
You may have known the instant that you opened the box.
This was the best Amazon purchase ever.
While we don't get that feeling from every package, we found quite a few awesome finds from Amazon.
So today, Tom and I are going to share some of our favorites.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, so these are my 5 probably favorite products on Amazon. I take them on every trip, whether it's 3 days or 3 weeks or 3 months, basically. So let's start out. We have the Arcade belt. I love these because the buckle is plastic, so 9 times out of 10, I can get through TSA without taking this off. Every now and then they'll be like, are you wearing a belt? And I'm like, yeah, and then I'll have to take it off. But I mean, it's stretchy, it's elastic, you can wash it.
Anything that saves you time at TSA or airport security for me is a win,
Yeah,
not
for
needing
sure.
to take that off. If you have it covered and they can't see it and they don't think to ask, then
Yeah.
you're good to slide on right through.
I saw a meme the other day that was like, some lady was like, TSA isn't about getting through fast, it's about performing for others. It's about getting
Yeah.
through as fast as I can, so no one else needs to wait for me. And I think this definitely contributes to that.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, for sure. The next thing I really like is this very simple carbon fiber comb, not foam. I have had this now for I would say 3 or 4 years. Just discovered it like while searching Amazon for like travel combs. It was like on page like 7 or something like that, like the 500th result or something. But
Yeah.
I used to have a metal comb that was a little bit heavier. The thing I like about this is it's small, so it's travel size. It fits in like pretty much any DOP kit, and then also it's carbon fiber, so it's super lightweight.
It's really sturdy too. I mean, that's the benefit of that carbon
Yeah.
fiber as well. These teeth, do you feel like you have to clean it super often with like product or anything?
I
in
don't have to
there?
clean it. I mean, I haven't really. I don't really see any product in there right now. They are a little bit, since it's carbon fiber, they're a little bit like pokey. Like I feel like plastic has a little bit more give to it, but it also hasn't broken. Pretty sure these are like made in Chicago too, or yeah, they're made in the USA, Chicago Comb Co. This is the number 2. Really big fan of it. They make a bunch of others too.
Yeah, a bunch of other
Yeah.
sizes, other styles, that sort of thing, different materials too, but we like the tiniest carbon fiber
Yep.
for obvious reasons.
For sure. Continue on with like lightweight and minimal. I really like this passport wallet from Allet. I think it's just exactly what I need. It's like super minimal. I got my passport on this side, travel cards on this side, like global entry card, extra credit cards, because every now and then like a debit card from one bank will not work at an ATM in a foreign country, but the other one will.
Yeah.
So I don't know if anyone else runs into that. I do. I feel like I do all the time. So if I just have a couple debit cards with me for cash, I also sometimes will leave the debit card in the machine and it'll eat it. So it's my brain. I don't know why. So I like that there's like ample card space here, but not too much to where it's just like overkill. You know, it's not
Yeah.
like a whole family passport. There's a little sleeve back here, and then there's also like a divider pocket here for cash of different currencies. So I'll have like USD on one side, like pesos on the other side or something like that. It's nice to keep it divided. And then this is like overflow for additional cash. Then I have like vaccinations back here and any paperwork. So it's exactly the right size. Also, ever since I found the Air card from brand, please help.
I just tested one from Rolling Square, so that's not
That's-
right.
that's
is it?
it.
No, that is
Yeah,
right.
it is Rolling
That is
Square.
right. It is
She's got
Rolling
it.
Square.
She's second-guessing herself.
I just tested one from Exter. That's what I
Exter,
got. That's
okay.
actually in my wallet,
Yeah.
which we'll look at later.
That tracker, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So when I moved from that card format to AirTag, then I feel like I could use something like this. I know some travel wallets have like a little spot for an AirTag, but then you get like a bump.
Yeah.
It's kind of awkward, it's not as flat. So I like that Air card, and that's one of the main reasons why I switched to this. Because before that, I was using a passport holder with a zipper that enclosed everything inside.
Yeah.
But now I've switched to this. It's really minimal. I can easily stick it in my pocket or in the Bell Rice sling, which we'll talk about in a second. And it just fits super nice and it's super lightweight. All right, Lauren, I think you know what these next ones are.
Yes, definitely. The Peak Design packing cubes.
Yeah.
They are a fan favorite here at the office. I
Everyone
think.
uses them.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
all are nabbing them at any given point in time for any trip.
Yep. So I got an extra set for home. These are not even the Pack Hacker set. But I wanted to just pull these out because I like to have the 2 different colorways so I can tell like tops in one, bottoms in another, which I like. I love just the tabs here. You just like rip this open when you're ready.
Yeah.
I also think the thing that I love the most about these is the shape. They just fit so well in most bags. Like I know Peak Design have like their little system, but the dimensions of their bags are very similar to the dimensions of others, and it works really, really well. So I like that. Little handle here to carry it. I dig the zippers. The one thing, and I'm curious to get your thoughts on this, but I do not use this for dirty clothes.
No,
I just never use it.
I legitimately forget that it exists
Yeah.
every single time, and then I'm always unpacking my clothes at the end of a trip, and I go, "Oh, I could have used that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
That would have been kind of nice."
I
But
feel the same.
I never think about it. I think what I end up doing is emptying one of the cubes and making it for dirty clothes.
Yeah.
And then everything just sort of shifts around. Because I think these do so well at forming around just any type of clothing, because this expansion zipper
Yep.
is like so nice. It's very...
The mesh is super
The mesh
stretchy.
is super, super stretchy,
Yeah.
and I don't think I've ever packed these out and not been able to compress it down
Yeah.
at the very end of it. If anything, I need to remove like 1 or 2 items, and at that point, I'm probably overpacking anyway.
Right.
But
Love that. I love the zippers are beefy too. Like some packing cubes with, you know, less large zippers, a little less sturdy, they can just come off track when you're really trying to crank it down there, I've noticed. So like these have never done that, and these aren't even YKK zips. So I think these are the product that like changed my mind, that like not every zipper needs to be YKK. I used to be like pretty strict about that.
yeah.
Then it's worth noting too that I've just got like this one for shoes as well. I'll typically stick like my sandals in here and like just fold them up. I'm typically like
Yeah.
wearing the shoes that I travel with if I'm one bagging. So.
Yeah, I agree. This
Yeah.
can get a little bit floppy. I feel like I never have a shoe that's
Yeah.
big enough to actually fit in there, because usually I'm packing my smallest
Right.
shoe.
Just kind of fold it over.
But you just
That's what
fold
I
it
do.
over because
Yeah.
this material is super lightweight.
Breathable.
It's that self-healing fabric as well. So if
Yep.
you get a hole in it, you can kind of manipulate it to get it to close back up again. So they're really sturdy. You definitely are paying for quality with those.
For
So
sure.
I like
Yeah.
them a lot.
Great purchase. Absolutely love these. Awesome. Next up has been my sling for like 90% of the time. This is the Bellroy Venture Sling. I love the size of it, and I love the organization. So we've talked about this a million times on this channel, I'm sure you know. So this opens up and there is 2 pockets on each side. I like that there's this little fabric on the inside that kind of holds it open. So it just opens right up. You get access to what's inside like
Yeah.
very, very easily, which I dig. Little key ring there. Wallet, I'm typically sticking right back here. It fits in there like just about perfectly. It's like a little bit tight, but boom, like perfectly in there. And then inside I've just got like field notes, notebook, glasses case, things of that nature. I'll just like stick it in here. The thing I really love about this mainly is like the size and the look and the feel of the fabric. I really, really dig it. And again, I'm wearing it like 90% of the time. I was in Mexico City a month ago. Some guy recognized me. He was like looking at me. He was like, oh, I knew it was you, like Bellroy Sling on the front. Evergoods bag on the back. I was like, yeah. And then to a music festival, I actually wore the Coda Bell Cross Pod. And I met someone in the elevator of my building who was just staying there for the weekend.
Oh, nice.
And he was like, why are you not wearing the Bellroy Venture Sling? And I was like, it's a music festival. I
Yeah.
wanted something like trying to be cool, like with a bunch
show
of
up
straps
proud a
on
little
it.
bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's
So-
really funny. It's become like
yeah,
your signature.
it's become the
look.
signature. Yeah.
It is really nice though. I think that one of my favorite things is in this front pocket with that little divider.
Yeah.
It's such a small quality of life feature to have a pocket that's designed to hold your small items that doesn't have them interact with each other.
Right.
Because I have a fairly large set of keys, and I like that it's like a key leash on this, and I can just shove
Yeah.
it there, and then all my other tiny items are over there. I'm not digging through everything all
Yeah.
the time. And then also it keeps it from falling completely open, so you have more packable space without it being like floppy and weird
Yeah.
and worrying about your chapstick getting lost, because those get lost well enough.
Super
without.
smart design.
So
These are my favorites. And
Yeah.
I'm always looking for replacements, right? I'm always like, maybe something could be a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
And if I do find something better, this list will change. And if you have a recommendation on something I should check out instead of these, please let me know and I'll take a look.
yeah, but for now, let's take a look at what I use when
Let's
I
do it.
travel. While Tom and I get different gear from Amazon, we both enjoy trying new fragrances. I always feel refreshed after a great vacation, and Instant Crush by Mancera Paris gives me that same exact feeling at home. With notes of rose, jasmine, and amber mixed with citrus, sandalwood, and vanilla, it's a fruity and soft fragrance that allows me to enjoy tropical vibes in my daily life months after vacationing with my sisters. I find that scents are a great way to lock in memories from a trip, and that's why I like trying new fragrances with Scentbird, this video's sponsor. You can try a new scent each month, and each 30-day supply comes in a travel-friendly and lockable 0.27-ounce vial. A monthly subscription is just $17, so I've been able to try different scents to find my favorite, like I'm Expensive from Deck of Scarlet. That one's great for date night with its rich undertones of pistachio, cocoa, and vanilla. Scan the QR code or use code HACKER to get 55% off your first month at Scentbird.com in the US or Canada. That's just about $8 with code HACKER, and you can skip a month or cancel anytime. We'll put a link in the description below, but now it's back to the gear. So we're gonna talk about my favorite little water bottle here, the Awala.
course.
Yeah, and you haven't used this, right?
No.
One of my favorite things about this, the thing that really sold me on it, was that double functionality of the inside.
You love that straw.
Yeah, so you can sip from it like a normal water bottle, tip it back, and you can also drink from the straw. And I drink more water if I'm drinking through a straw. I think it's psychological. So I like to have that. I get that functionality without it adding too much extra space up top, because this closes, the like cap closes over it like normal. You get a carry handle out of it too,
Nice.
which is very comfortable.
Yeah, it's super ergonomic to my fingers. I like
Everything
that.
feels very smartly designed because the carry handle doubles as
Yeah.
the lock so that it doesn't pop open. The disadvantage is that with the lid here, you have to make sure that you open it when you are taking off on a plane because
Yeah.
the pressure can build in here and it will just spurt out water. But it is nice and easy to clean. You can just remove this gusset and
Yeah.
get underneath, clean this as well. And then the straw comes out from the inside and then you use a straw cleaner like on this lid part too. So it's pretty straightforward and it stayed in really great shape over the course of my testing, just a little bit gross up top and nothing too bad.
Nice.
So I think that
Looks great.
yeah, it looks pretty good and comes in a bunch of fun colors so you can really show off your personality. Okay, so these Cadence capsules, these are the new design, which I think they did a really great job
Yeah,
at.
I like the new design better.
Yeah, they come in a bunch of different sizes, which was the big selling point for me. I like that I was able to customize the sizes. One thing that does kind of irk me from design standpoint or packability standpoint is if I have the extender version, because it comes with an extender, this is like the normal size, extend it to give you a little extra space, you know, you can like stack that and it doesn't quite match, but then
Oh.
also if you stack that, it doesn't quite match. And I just wish this is like a little, just a skosh
Oh, I see,
taller
I see,
so
I
that I
see.
could get them to all like line up perfectly in my toiletry bag. But that's more of a nitpicky thing.
It's like a product designer math problem extraordinaire.
Yeah,
That's-
exactly.
yeah.
So, but it's nice when you're like in the shower. Let's say you wanted to use the body wash, you take the lid off, and it's magnetic to the side there.
Yeah.
So you just kind of tip it into your hand, use it,
That's
and then
so cool.
once I'm
Smart.
done, I just close it back up again and I'm good to go. I do like being able to just grab a size like this. I have one for hand lotion, which is in here, which you'll see. And
That's
it's really
awesome.
great, so I can use my favorite hand
Modular.
lotion without needing to buy a bunch of tiny packages. I can
Cool.
just refill as I go. So this ESR charger.
Technology.
I keep this on my desk at home at all times because I can keep it next to me and put my phone on it. It's so convenient to just sort of leave standing up next to you.
Mm-hmm.
And then this little attachment plugs into the back where you can put in your Apple Watch. And
Sweet.
then your AirPods go here,
Okay.
which I do actually have in
You
here.
do have those?
Yeah, so the AirPods hang out in the back there, and it's
Boom.
just sort of like a 3-in-1. But what I think really sells me on this is its packability, because as it currently stands, literally,
Heyo.
it's not the smallest footprint, but when you take off a phone, when you take off your AirPods and you take off this here, it packs down so small.
Yeah, that's cool.
It is really nice. So I took this on a trip over the weekend. This was the only charger that I brought. That was kind of inconvenient because I had to, like when you set it up, it's just, I kind of kept it by the bed.
Yeah.
But what was nice is when I was laying in bed at the end of the night, just kind of scrolling on my phone, I just kept this attached to it because it's MagSafe and it doesn't feel too big in my hand in addition to my phone.
Yeah.
So that was really nice. And then the other thing is just to make sure that you don't have the Apple Watch attachment on there
Right.
because otherwise it obviously will not close.
Yeah.
So
it's super small. This is like Apple has their MagSafe Duo, which I like, but you're only charging like your phone and then your watch.
yeah,
Or your AirPods
Yeah.
and your watch. So this gets all three in a very small package. I like
it
that a lot.
does. And I actually use it on my plane as a stand to watch a show that I had downloaded because I didn't have
Yeah.
entertainment. So I put this on my.
You ever do that?
You could do that. I don't ever do that, but you could do that. I put this on the airplane tray table, and I just set my
Oh,
phone
nice.
up in horizontal, and I just watched my show on
Yeah.
that too, and it was really
You
nice.
got your
I was-
Twix right here and your little show.
Yes,
and
exactly.
Your setup.
It was Skittles, please.
Okay, Skittles. I'm
I
sorry.
did have them. They were in my front pocket. But
They were in one of these.
yeah, exactly. Pour the
Yeah.
Skittles out. But I really do like this. I think it's so compact, it's hard to
Yeah,
beat.
I love it.
Also, I have this wallet. So this is a recent one that I tested actually.
Ooh, yeah. I
It's
feel
the
like you were
Bellroy
doing the
wallet.
Bellroy Zip before.
I did have
What
a Bellroy
happened?
Zip. I tested this one and I really liked it. It's got a magnetic, opening, so
Yep.
it doesn't flop open. It does flop open if you have too much in here. So I had the cash like really balled up and too many cards, and it was just not like closing, it wasn't staying shut. But I like that there's a back pocket here.
Okay.
So I keep my ID in here. I've also put after paying for groceries, I'll put a card in there or something. But it's very simple. I've got, the cards that I use most often on this side. There's a little spot where in the back I'll put like
You throw
cash,
cash, yeah.
or
I got my
back
cash up
here is
front.
like like any sort of additional like cards I don't ever need access to.
Cool.
And then over here are some like backup cards, and then in addition to, this is what I was talking about earlier,
The extra card, yeah.
So that's
it's like the air card. Ooh, this is nice.
Yeah, it's really lightweight too.
Ooh,
So I know.
Might have to.
Yeah, it's hooked up
Still
to my
hooked up to
phone.
yours, yeah.
I will be finding your wallet for you.
Yeah, and taking $20.
Yeah,
For
yes,
stealing it.
Yeah, exactly. It's the finder's fee. I like it. It just feels very compact, and it's held up really well so far. After I've been using this for a little over a month now. I
Okay,
think.
a little bigger than mine.
A little bigger than yours.
But yeah, I feel like
so-
you can put more in here because there's more room up here.
Yeah.
And of course, it's leather, Bellroy.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very nice. I like that a lot.
Looks like a sleek, classic
Yeah.
wallet without being too overkill, which I like about
Yeah,
it. And
very
it fits
cool.
very nicely in this sling, which is my last thing.
What a transition.
So I've been using this for, I think me and Eric have been using this for like 2 years
You guys
now,
both
something
love
like
this
this.
thing.
I
Yeah.
absolutely love this
Yeah.
thing. I just had it on a Spirit flight. Spirit is cracking down on a personal item, and I was traveling with just a personal item. This is so small that I put it underneath a button up and slung it around to my back, and I
Got a
snuck
criminal
right on.
over here.
I know. You
Wow.
gotta do whatever you gotta do to avoid
Yeah.
the fees. You know what I mean? So it's so small. That's what I like about it. It
Yeah.
stays so compact to my body,
Sure.
and it's the perfect size for what I need traveling. So in here, I can fit my wallet, and I have my Kindle back here that fits perfectly.
Yep.
I have the hand cream that I was talking about
Gotcha.
earlier, chapstick, that sort of thing, and my phone can still fit. Additionally, on the plane, I had this ESR thing right there, and I just sort of like finagled everything around to like make it fit a little bit better.
Cool.
But I was able to get everything that I needed for the plane, even if it's a little hard to zip up, it still
And you would
goes.
pack this like a little
I
bit
would
more.
pack this so
Yeah.
much better than I currently did. So that's really the wallet's what's doing that
Yeah,
right now.
yeah.
But you can get this so compact, and it's a
Probably
very
throw it in the back.
customizable fit, style, that sort of a thing.
Yeah.
This strap is like not the most comfortable in the
Yeah,
world.
but it's like, what is this, 2 liters? 2.5?
It's one. It's
One.
just 1 liter.
Okay.
So you can fit a decent amount in there. It gets a little bit tight if you don't pack it correctly, but super flexible and comes in a bunch of different colors. So I just kind of switch depending on what I'm wearing. And I love it. I recommend it to everybody as well.
How does it feel to chew 5 gum?
Incredible.
Is it like the commercials?
Yes, it's just like the commercial. It's like when you're taking off on a plane, you get shot back into the sea.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
The Owala bottle sprays water everywhere. It's
Yeah,
refreshing.
yeah, everything's
Yeah.
going like ham at my seat.
Now that you've seen some of our favorite gear that we got on Amazon, we would love to hear what yours is down in the comments below. I know I am always trying to improve my loadout and learn from you guys too.
Thanks again to Scentbird for sponsoring this video, and be sure to use code HACKER to get 55% off your first order. Thanks for keeping it here at Pack Hacker, your guide to smarter travel, and we'll see you in the next one.
Later.